Hello YouTube, it's me Samaya from GoBlackHair.net, and today I was just making a video because I want to address some issues about product ingredients that aren't good for natural black hair. The inspiration for this video was my mother-in-law called me the other day, and she was asking me some questions about what she needs to use for her hair because she works out every day and sweats a lot, and said her hair was always dry no matter what she put on it. So I first was thinking that maybe it was the sweat that was drying her hair out, and if she co-washed her hair a little bit more often, it would help with the dryness. But then when I asked her, well, what kind of products are you using? The product that she told me she was using was the Pink Luster's Moisturizing Lotion. Now, I know a lot of you that have been natural for a while know that that is like a horrible product, and I explained to her that was probably the reason why her hair was always dry, and explain to her about some, different ingredients that aren't products that aren't good for her hair. So that's what I want to go over today. So let's start off with mineral oil, which is, I think, the first ingredient in the Pink Luster's product, as well as a lot of hair care products that are supposed to be for black hair. Most of them, about most of them have mineral oil in it. Mineral oil is also known as petroleum, and it's also known as paraffin liquidum. That's the scientific name for it. Mineral oil is actually just the melted down liquid version of petroleum, and all this does is it coats your hair, and when it coats the hair, it keeps the hair from being able to absorb any moisture. So your hair will feel greasy, and it'll look greasy, and it may feel a certain way, but it keeps the moisture out, so it inhibits your hair from absorbing moisture. It can also clog your pores, and then it will lead to dryness and breakage, and also stunted hair growth. So this is the reason why I do not recommend using any products that contain mineral oil, paraffin liquidum, petroleum, anything like that you have. I recommend that you throw it out right now. The next ingredient that I wanted to address was beeswax. I've read an article about this on my website. It's also known as paraffin. If you don't see the word beeswax, it'll say paraffin. And the reason why I don't believe this ingredient is good is because beeswax is just like candle wax. And if you think about it, would you put candle wax in your hair? The answer is no. Beeswax can cause a lot of buildup. It seals the hair just like mineral oil keeps any moisture from getting in there. It leads to breakage, and it's very, very, very hard to remove from your hair. It's like glue. So this is why I say do not use any products that contain beeswax in them, because it's going to lead to your hair breaking off and being dry. The next ingredient I wanted to talk about, this is something that you could use. It all depends on you and your hair care regimen, is silicones. The reason is silicones can cause buildup, and they also coat the hair. But the thing about them is there are some silicones that that you can actually wash out and are water soluble, and those are the chemically modified ones. And then there's the regular silicone where you may have to use shampoos and things like that to get rid of them. So what I'm saying is, if you're the type of person that don't like to use shampoo in your hair, then I would stay away from silicones, unless you want to just go make sure that whatever product you're using has a water soluble silicone in it. The Fantasia Olive IC Gel, that contains a water soluble silicone in it, so you can actually co-wash your hair to remove it. But there are other products out there that have the silicone in it, so it's basically up to you. I'm going to write an article about that and post it with this video, so you can be able to go on there and look at what type of silicones there are and what type of products you would need, like the ingredients in the product, to remove the silicones from your hair. So on to the next thing. Protein is another thing. Protein is good for your hair because it does strengthen the hair, and it helps keep it from having damage, and if your hair is damaged, it will help strengthen the hair so it won't become more damaged. But I don't think that you should put protein in your hair every day. You shouldn't use moisturizers that contain protein, because then it will end up drying your hair out and making it hard. Also, there are people who are protein sensitive, so if you're protein sensitive, this is something you should stay away from. Conditioners containing protein, you shouldn't use them as a leave-in. That's why they're rinse out conditioners. Use a rinse out conditioner if you're going to use use a leave-in conditioner. I mean, if you need a leave-in conditioner, use rinse off conditioners for what they're used for, to be rinsed out. Don't use moisturizers that contain protein in them, because it's going to dry your hair out eventually. Another thing, lanolin. Now, this is really up to anyone. I mean, people can have allergies to lanolin because it's derived from lamb's wool. Another thing is, lanolin is very similar to mineral oil. It's greasy. It coats the hair. It's hard to wash out. It also coats the skin as well. So that's another product that I personally stay away from, and I would recommend people to stay away from products that contain lanolin, because of it having the same effects as mineral oil or silicone. So that's basically all I wanted to go over today, was just some product ingredients that you should look for and try to steer clear of. And products that don't contain these things, those are good products. So that's basically it. I hope this video helped a lot of you out there that are looking for good products for your hair, and I look forward to making more videos.